Dell Curry, what do you got for me? Because this is a story and a half, bro.
Dude, okay. Yeah, so help me walk through this. So essentially Dell Curry and Sonya Curry got a divorce. Okay.
Yep.
And so did this couple of whites. Um that and apparently dude was a former Pats tight end or
I
something
think he
like that.
started 3 games in New England, 3 games, but he was friends with Dell Curry back in Virginia because they were both athletes or something. So they both
Right.
went to UVA, and that's how they knew each other. So
And now they did a real life wife swap like that old TLC show or
yeah,
whatever. And so now Del Curry is with former three-game Pats tight end starter's wife, and former three-game Pats tight end starter is with Sonya Curry, Dell's ex-wife.
my favorite part was the internet figuring this out on the fly.
I love it, dude. The internet is so resourceful. And like to me at first the way that it was presented to me was essentially Del Curry, Sonya Curry, and the other couple were just all correlated with each other. Red Rover, send your wife over. And that's kind of what happened.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Smalls back with another edition of The Vault with Thoughts from the Bench, the weekly show that takes a look back at some of the best and worst jerseys in sports. With me, as always, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Benny Buckets. How's it going, bro?
It's going, man. I'm really glad because actually this week seemed to kind of fly by. Like I feel like I just
Mm-hmm.
talked with you yesterday,
Yep.
and that means that it's not too bad if
Yep.
it flew by. Been busy, but in a good way, and I'm so happy that it hasn't felt that long. And I'm ready to be back in the swing of things, ready to do the show, my guy.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, it's outside of the Celtics, which we talked about in the banter section up front, which I'm not gonna bring up again. It's been good. Yeah, it's just glad to be back again. Yeah, outside of there's not a lot happening in sports right now, so that's like it kind of sucks outside of the finals, but
Well, Stanley Cup Final is set.
that is true.
We've got the Lightning going for a three-peat,
Yep.
and which has only been done what I think once or twice before.
Mm-hmm.
Once in the modern era of hockey, because you can't count that original six shit. I mean,
No.
just you gotta stop. That's like, and no offense, but like the Bill Russell having 11 titles thing, I would just maybe relax a little bit. There was 15 guys playing, and they were essentially like you and me
Yeah.
at the time. But it would be cool to see the Lightning three-peat, but also the Avs are my West Coast Guma.
Mm-hmm.
They're my second favorite team. Obviously, it's Penn's first, but the Avs have my heart in that second
Yep.
spot. So I kind of want to see them win, but also getting to witness a three-peat in any sport would be wild. So I'm looking forward to that, and also looking forward to seeing how this final shapes up, like we talked before. So, but after that, then it's essentially just baseball.
Baseball. Yep.
And for any of you that know, I am the most casual of casual fans when it comes to baseball. I could care less if it's actually still going on or not. So it's going to be rough for a while, but that's why we got to keep the show going. So we always have something to talk about since sports aren't going to be at an all-time high.
Yeah. Yeah. No, so first off, I'm rooting for the Avs. Basically because I do really like McKinnon and McCarr.
Dog.
And
Dog.
McCarr is just unbelievable. But like I want to see that team actually
Gabriel Landeskog, which is one of the
Landeskog.
best names of all time.
Absolutely.
Gabriel Landeskog, that is an all-time name.
Absolutely. Yep.
But yeah, dude, they got too many guys I like, too many
Yep.
guys that you want to see win. Even though Patty Maroon of the Lightning seems like he was built for Pittsburgh,
Yep.
and I really like what he's been able to do, going for his fourth straight cup. because he won with the
On the
Blues and
yep.
has won the last 2 with the Lightning. So he's went 3 in a row, looking to go 4 in a row, which I think is the first time that'll have ever been done by a player in the league. So there's a lot on the line for both teams, and specifically Patty Maroon. But those Avs guys have potentially been the favorite the last 3 years and have
Yep.
always choked. Them finally getting to the Cup kind of makes it seem like they might be the team of destiny this year.
Yeah. I mean, granted, they only had to face Mike Smith in the Western Conference Finals, which is hilarious.
That's what it came to, for sure.
Yeah, dude. I do feel bad for McDavid, dude. McJesus has to deal with that bullshit and that, like, waking up every day knowing that that's your goaltender. That's got to be pretty rough. So, we'll
Very,
see.
very rough.
We'll see.
But hey, I'm just glad that Igor Shesterkinov isn't going to be a Stanley Cup champion. So I'm honestly really happy with that. I hate the Rangers. I know, like, I had people tell me, like, oh, well, at least, if they went, you can say you got beat by the best team.
Nope.
I don't care.
I
hate the Rangers. I hate the Rangers. Aside, like, to me, it's like Flyers are the worst. Rangers are arguably the second. Like, I put them above the Capitals for teams that I hate.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
So I hate the Rangers. So I'm super happy they didn't go. And especially after, I'm sure you saw the cheap shot on the Lightning fan from the Rangers fan. They deserve everything they have coming to them. So I think that that's just karma being what it is. And that guy's facing like 6 charges, which I'm super happy for. And I think that the Rangers should be held accountable too, because really, if they didn't suck at hockey so bad, that probably wouldn't happen. So I'm super happy to see that they got knocked out. And yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to watching the Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And these finals have been exciting enough to where I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in Game 6 and maybe Game 7. But other than that, the thing I'm most excited for is this show tonight, brother.
There we go. No, absolutely. I don't really have anything else to go over, so let's hop right into it.
Jump right in.
So I'll start this week with an ad read. This week's topic is brought to you by Marshall Fitness. Marshall Fitness is your go-to online resource for all things personal training. Run by a friend of the show, Will Marshall. I've known him for years. He knows exactly what he's doing. Former D1 athlete, now certified personal trainer. He'll make sure that you get whatever assistance you need, whether it's putting together an entire program minute by minute with you, tracking your diet, everything else, or, this is the option I went with, just him giving you a framework for you to kind of work around and just to give you an idea of where to get to, like how to get to your goals. So he's good. Again, my deadlift just keeps going up, as douchey as that is to say. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing, and the best time to start is now. So go check out Marshall Fitness on Facebook and check him out on Instagram right there. Benny, this one is going to be a little different. I'm excited for this one.
I'm so pumped.
We've season 2, dude. We've kind of went outside of our realm of I don't want to say expertise, but like we've gotten a little more creative, especially over the past few weeks. And this week we're doing best non-traditional sport jerseys. I love this one pretty open. Whenever I texted you, and it's just whatever wouldn't be considered like anything that you would see on ESPN, the Ocho. That's how I took it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I think we've really got some good picks here. Like, I don't think either of us disappointed. Like, yeah. I think we're coming with some really abstract heat, and I'm so stoked.
Yeah, absolutely. We did not. So part of the reason that this topic was even like, and like. We're even doing this is because of friend of Thoughts from the Bench, Ryan Smith, is a professional cornhole player. That's how it kind of popped into my head. So we did not pick any cornhole players out of respect for Ryan. So we will not take any of his opponents. But we do have a big array of other sports to pick from. So, Benny, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. What do you got for your first pick?
This is late night dude nostalgia in a nutshell. if any of you remember Spike TV back in the day, they had an array of shows that are just purely dude shit. Okay. And Slam Ball was at the precipice of that Spike TV mountain. Okay. Slam Ball is basketball with trampolines scattered over the court. Okay. And it was one of the most electric sports of all time. Slam ball transcended the way the basketball was being played, revolutionized the sport. Okay. It was essentially dodgeball, football, and basketball all in one if you took that to a sky zone. Okay. These guys are jumping off of these trampolines and decking the shit out of each other, trying to keep them from dunking. You could shoot, but there technically wasn't any goaltending. So if someone did shoot from a trampoline, you could grab up and take that. It was honestly just poster after poster after poster. People just trying to dunk on each other's heads while jumping 10 feet above the rim and yamming down. I mean, it was crazy. Anybody who went to a sky zone, a flying squirrel, any type of trampoline park, if you are a guy who loves sports, the first thing you're going towards is where you can dunk the balls in the hoop off of the trampoline part of the park. That's where I always went. That's where most of my friends have always went. You were going straight there to reenact Slam Ball. Unfortunately, Slam Ball got canceled because they didn't have the funding, but it was absolutely electric. I mean, straight from the plant, okay? And this team specifically, the Mega Mob, was just killer. I think the black and red is a great color combo. And for a team to be called the Mob, I love it. Okay? Tell your family I said the Mob's on its way. I love the Gabagool. Mwah! I fucking love that the team was called the Mega Mob. And they were, I mean, just some gangsters, posterizing everybody. They were fairly good in their respective sport, but I love the look. I know that it's a silly idea, but sometimes silly ideas getting put to life, you're like, holy shit, I can't believe this is real, and that makes it so much better. And this was one of those cases, and for a team or two to come over with a cold look is even better, because you don't expect that. You expect them to probably look absurd, but these are actually kind of tough, and that's why I put them on here.
Dude, first of all, these unis look like they're straight out of NFL Blitz, and I love it, dude.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. Just any game where all you're trying to do is yam on your opponent, and that is the only goal. Obviously, you can do that in basketball, but not
Street.
not like every game, dude. And like giving white dudes the hops to be able to do that. What a sport, dude. And these dudes, they looked decked out. Like, these guys were in it.
Dude, crazy. To me, this is Brian Scalabrini's dream, okay? Yeah. to give white people the ability to leap and hop and posterize like that. This is what the White Mamba had in mind, okay? And Slam Ball made it a reality. It just, dude, was so fun to watch. I don't know if you ever got to see any of it, but you can look up like highlights and stuff.
Yeah.
Go look up the clips, and I promise you'll wish that this was still around.
Yeah, dude. How long was it around? It was only probably like a few seasons.
I think it was like 2 years. Yeah. Like, I know it was very, very, very short lived.
Yeah. No other channel back in the day quite like Spike TV though. Between Blue Mountain State, Mansers, Mansers was on.
MXC.
Yeah.
Dude, it just Spike was the best. They also had even some good shows back in the day, like Ink Masters. I really liked on Spike. Mm-hmm. They had UFC stuff on Spike. Mm-hmm. I think they had The Ultimate Fighter, like the show The Ultimate Fighter originally was on Spike. But yeah, man, Spike was a dude's channel for sure, and this falls right into it. No girl is gonna be like, yeah, I get this, I get why you like this. Yeah. It's purely one of those things like, hey, it's a guy thing, you know, and that's my only excuse for liking it. But the Mob, they had the sauce.
Oh yeah, they got the sauce. So
they had the gabagoo.
They got some of that gravy, you know. All right, that's great way to start us off. I'm going with my first pick, 2019 cheese rolling, dude. So, if you guys don't know what this is, I wish I had a video of this, but if you ever get the chance, just Google the cheese rolling race, and you'll find that there's a race, an annual race over in what is it, Gloucestershire, England, and essentially what it is they have a variety of divisions throughout the day, variety of races, and it's a mob of people on top of the hill. They roll an 8-pound block of cheese down the hill. Everyone races down the hill, tumbling, falling, skipping, rolling, whatever they can do to get to that fucking wheel of cheese first. That's all that matters. And essentially, they have to give the cheese a 1 second head start, and then anything goes after that. Literally, some of the most both athletic and unathletic shit I've ever seen. Like, this guy right here, Chris Anderson, he's won it like 22 times or some shit. That's like all he does. And if you watch him, dude, he doesn't try to not fall over. All he does is roll, but then like catches himself, runs a few steps, and then rolls again. He has it down to a science where he can just like get so far out ahead of like the 30 people around him to get to that fucking cheese at the bottom of the hill, dude. It is electric to watch. It is unbelievable, dude.
I just want to know, like, okay, let me introduce myself. Hi, Mr. Chris Anderson. I'm Ben Fiore. I just want to know what encouraged you to be a human mouse, and why do you really enjoy hurting yourself? And are you truly a somersault enthusiast? Like, what caused you to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go get that shit? I'm gonna go get that cheddar, literally, and was just rolling after cheese down a hill, fucking himself up over and over and over again. And plenty of people do this. You were just throwing yourself down mountains. The amount of injuries that tally up after a fucking wheel of cheese is mind-boggling to me. I gotta think. I have to think. If there is extraterrestrial alien life, they are watching this shit and being like, nah, we're safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no way that this is the elite of humans.
Yeah. No.
But who knows? Actually, maybe I'm wrong and these are our best.
I don't know, dude. So, first of all, I want to talk about the jersey itself. I don't know if this guy's actually sponsored. I think he might be sponsored.
I hope to Christ.
I
hope he is.
I don't know. It's Hat Trees or Mat Trees or some shit. Literally a racing wear brand like Fox. Like Fox Racing. Literally, like, I think he might actually be sponsored by these dudes. Because he's the only one. He's the only one in like a jersey, like, at all. Everyone else is in like jeans and a t-shirt or a hoodie or something, dude. Rugby shirts or whatever, dude. This is like the only guy wearing a jersey, and he's far and away the best. And like, he doesn't get hurt apparently. He just goes, dude. I don't know what.
Dude, it is crazy to me to be like, and I get it. Anything to make yourself the best in the world, it's something. Like, I feel like it's got to be really cool to be like, yeah, I'm the best in the world at this.
Yeah.
But to be like, hey, so what do you do? Well, actually, I'm number one in the world at chasing a fucking wheel of cheese down a hill. That's what I'm the best at. But you're the best at it? Hell yeah. Like, I mean, I guess that's cool, but I just, I don't know. I would love to see a Thoughts from the Bench cheese rolling race.
Oh, dude, that's a great idea. We'll hit up Shenley soon, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, Deke, you got to fly home. Take from the company funds, and we'll get this cheese rolling race together. Smalls and I will set it up.
Yep.
But we need full participation.
Yeah, dude. So this particular wheel of cheese moves up to 70 miles per hour, bro. Think about that.
Oh my god.
Think about that shit. And not only that too, I think back in like I was doing research on it back in like 2008, the makers like the makers in the cheese makers in this town this takes place in, the police showed up to this like dairy farm or whatever, and they're like, hey, for liability reasons, maybe you guys should stop providing the cheese every year. And they said, all right, that's probably not a bad idea. So there for a few years, they weren't using a real wheel of cheese. I think eventually they were like, nah, this doesn't feel right. And back in like 2014, 2016, they're like, nah, we're bringing back the fucking cheese, dude.
We're back. I'm not fucking leaving. Look, that's what the cheese company did.
Yeah,
okay, that is hilarious to me. And to me, like, I want to know, like, I feel like these can't be well funded. Like, what is the prize? They get to keep the cheese. Yeah. Like, is that the prize?
I think
like,
so. Yeah, dude.
Eat it. Like, is that what they get when they win? I don't know, man.
Dude, I have to
this
imagine.
This is one of the wildest sports ever.
I would have to imagine that they do something similar to like the Indy 500, but instead of milk, it's just him taking a bite straight out of the wheel, dude, at the end of the race, dude. Oh, man, what an electric time. I fucking love this. All right, Benny, what do you got for your second one?
All right. I'm coming in hot because I want you, LeFleur. I'm going with the USA men's dodgeball team, circa 2013. This was for some type of qualifier. I'm not sure. But to me, I feel like every person has seen that guy in their gym class. Like, we all know that guy. We all know that he's the one walking in saying, oh, nice candy arm, bud, or whatever. He's a gym class hero. He's not good at any actual sport. He just excels at dodgeball in gym class. And you know what? Now, that guy that you made fun of for being a gym class hero is an American hero. Because for whatever reason, there are national competitions for a child sport. So I love it. I love that you can go from playing it at recess to playing it on behalf of your country. And honestly, it's somewhat admirable. The Dwayne Wade sleeve is hilarious to me to be playing with on the national level. But low-key, I actually really dig the jersey. It kind of being like a volleyball-basketball hybrid with the flag across the chest and USA underneath and the red number with a white outline on the gray body. I actually kind of dig, especially with the red shorts. I don't mind this jersey, and I think it's hilarious just at the fact that you can compete on behalf of your country for dodgeball.
Yeah. So, dude, the shooting sleeve, that is the best part.
Hilarious.
Because, dude, if you're enough of a hardo to be on the national dodgeball team, you should be wearing a shooting sleeve. It's not going to help you by any means.
But absolutely not. It never helps anybody for anything. Okay, all this spandex shit, like, oh, yeah, it keeps me tight. Like, it's bullshit. But to me, if you had the opportunity to be on the men's dodgeball team, fuck yeah, dude. Like, I'm taking that wholeheartedly. That would be hilarious. Could you imagine suiting up and knowing that you were getting paid and representing your country to play a game that you did when you were 7? Like, it is crazy. And I guess that could go for most sports, but it's just like, it's so crazy to me because I feel like it's one of the easiest to be good at. Mm-hmm. Like, it's crazy to me. And this guy, like I said, we all know him. Everybody's had one of him in their life at some point. And hey, it's still a clean look. No matter what you think of the guy, no matter what you think of the sport, I low-key really like the uniform.
Yeah, no, I like the is that black or gray? Whatever it is, it actually kind of works.
I think it's gray.
Yeah.
I think it's like we could go with a charcoal.
Yeah.
Or something of that sort.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, if I was ever on the national dodgeball team, I would for sure have the Karate Kid fucking headband tied around my head.
You have to, the Ninja Turtle. Yeah, you gotta go for it, bro. Have to.
Yeah, dude. Either that or just the straight up purple Cobras look, but USA colored. Oh, that'd be electric. That Stars and Stripes, dude. Ooh. Okay, that's great pick. I want to see what the latest. Do you think they have a jersey reveal every year? They got to be on social media, right, dude? USA Dodgeball.
You would have to think, because you've got to be able to continue the outrageousness to gain your following.
Yeah.
So I feel like they just have to.
Yeah, dude. Great second pick. Let's move on to my second pick. I'm going with the 2021 World Chase Tag competition. Okay. This is one of the most outrageous sports I think I've ever seen outside of my last pick. Essentially, this is tag. It's one-on-one tag by guys who can do shit with their bodies on, like, basically jungle gym equipment faster with better reactions than anyone I've ever seen. These guys are like actual real-life ninjas. Essentially, all it is one-on-one tag. So you have one person trying to not get tagged, and if he doesn't get tagged for 20 seconds, he gets a point for his team, or at least doesn't give a point away or something. And then these two teams just go back and forth trying to tag the other person for 20 seconds at a time. It's the most rapid-fire sport I've ever seen. Some of the most athletic shit I've ever seen. Like, legitimately, these guys are real-life ninjas. And not only that, the uniforms, if you want to call it that, just look flat-out comfortable. I mean, these guys are just playing in sweatpants and, like, it's athleisure, dude. With a fucking sponsor across the chest, dude. Like,
They look like
this.
professional gamers. Like that, like if you've ever seen what the professional gamers look like that's essentially what they did. And maybe these guys are both. And they were like, hey, I'm going to go get my workout in for the day and do some parkour while my buddy chases me. Like, that's essentially what I'm getting from that. And that's hilarious. And you know what? As much as we are roasting some of these sports, if you were getting paid to do this,
yeah,
why not? To play tag? I was talking about dodgeball being an elementary sport. This is day one, like as soon as you can walk game is a child. So if you can do that, good for you.
I'm telling you, dude, these guys are outrageous. They are like real life ninjas. I've never seen anything like the shit that they're pulling on. Like I said, it's like a, I don't know, like 50-yard by 50-yard like arena, basically, with a whole bunch of jungle gym equipment around it. All they're doing is
It's
jumping around through it, and like, dude, it's wild.
It's a skate park for parkour.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. So watching it, I'll admit, the very first time that I saw it, it was just like on TV. I don't even remember where I was or what channel it was on, but I remember it first, like I look at it and I'm like, oh my God, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. 30 minutes later, I am still eyes glued to the television. Like, I was just roasting it, but I couldn't look away. It was mesmerizing to me.
Yeah. No, it's some of the most athletic shit you'll ever see. This guy right here, too, his name, Olaf Wood. What a name. What a name.
Olaf Wood?
Oh, yeah. Olaf Wood, dude.
If I ever commit a crime, I'm going to leave a tag that says Olaf Wood. Because God knows he could cover for me and probably get away.
Yeah.
So Olaf Wood is my new crime alias.
Yeah. No, I absolutely, dude. Also, probably a pretty good porn name right there, too. Olaf Wood.
Oh.
No comment there? All right, Benny, what do you got for pick 3?
This is my last one and probably my favorite.
Yep.
This is from the 2020 UK wife carrying competition. You heard me, folks. Wife carrying. And this guy is a titan of industry. Look at him. Look at him. He is wearing a blazer with a tuxedo man dong banana thong on. That is one of the greatest looks I've ever seen. Also, he's got the body to pull it off. I could not wear this, but I sure might give it a shot down the line. This is hysterical to me because this also, another UK tradition, shout out cheese roll race shit, they take very seriously over there. Like, this is a legit, like, event. I saw they did like a biathlon where this was included, where like wife carrying was included. It is essentially an obstacle course that you go through like a Spartan race almost while carrying your wife that men compete in, and they have their wives wrapped around them, and at different stages there's different positions they have to hold their wives in. This is just hysterical. Them essentially wrapped around the backside, doing like a backsided 69, which is just crazy. to me that she is essentially just face in his mud butt after sweating it out and carrying her for so long. She's just catching whiffs of booty sweat, swamp ass, and possibly poop stains if it's been a while. But the fact that this guy has almost like a fancy pro wrestler look with just
Yep.
being shredded, having the suit jacket, and having the tuxedo design right over his junk. He took the tuxedo shirt to the next level and is excelling in it. And the fact that you're doing it in here, you can tell this is like mid-race. Everybody else looks stressed and panicked. He is having the time of his life. He looks awesome. I want to meet this guy. I want to be his friend. And what a bold move. Everybody there, like you said, is wearing some sort of just like regular t-shirt and shorts or something. This guy went all out. He knew he was a superstar and attacked the 2020 UK wife carrying competition like it was nobody's business but his, and I love it.
Dude, first of all, this is the UK Jason Momoa in the flesh.
For sure.
Right there.
Easy.
Dude, easy. The tuxedo on the junk with the banana thong is just incredible. Like,
all time.
You sent
That's
this to me, I was
Hall of
like,
Fame
this
fit.
is perfect. This is fucking perfect.
It's a Hall of Fame fit.
Yeah. So I think we talked about this, the wife carrying last year. So my pick was the Lithuanians, who were like 3-time world champs, dude. So part of the competition though is depending on the winner, or if you place at a certain level or whatever, depending on how much your wife weighs, you get a beer based on how many, like, it's like an ounce per pound or something like that. So literally the prize is beer. So the heavier your wife is and the higher you finish, the bigger beer you get. This is an all-time competition right here, dude. I fucking love wife carrying.
Do you think that some guys who are truly dedicated to the game, right, that grew up watching the wife carrying competitions and were like, that's who and what I want to be, that they just go for the biggest, thickest girls they can find, and they just train all the time, and they get married to bigger women on purpose so that they can just win all that beer and win that competition? Because that's an interesting theory.
So the thing that I read though, it's diminishing return, right? Because if your wife's too heavy, then you're not going to go as fast. So it is kind of like you got to find that balance between getting the credit for having your wife be a certain weight, but also being light enough where you can carry her and go fast. So like, there's a balance to it. So
it's a catch-22, but to me, I'm more so. It's not even as much that I don't understand the guys. I don't understand the women.
Yes.
You aren't getting anything out of this, and you are getting a face full of your husband's ass. Like, I don't get, like, where is the reward for you? I don't understand. Ladies, take better care of yourself. And if anything, like, I respect the men, but ladies, pick better men who aren't going to make you eat their butt for 3 hours while they drag you through an obstacle course. Like, they're just kind of like saddlebags on these guys, just taking the brunt of everything. So honestly, I guess hats off to the women, but at the same time, honey, what are you doing?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, do better for yourself. You know, there are better things out there to do. I will say you got to be pretty strong to hold on. That is absolutely a skill in itself. And I think you said before too that there are different positions that they got to stay in too. So it's not all like this the whole time. So you do probably have to just be strong overall. But dude, what a wild sport, wild look, great way to end it.
It's insane
on your side, dude. Great way.
Well, hey, end it for us as a show. What do you got for me for the last one?
So I'm going with the 2019 Death Diving. So, this is a very, very real competition. It started by the Norwegians, those damn Nordic sons of bitches up there. They're crazy.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Essentially, all it is a diving competition, but it's literally a game of chicken between your body and the water. Who's gonna say no first? And you want to literally just be as vulnerable as possible until the very last millisecond, until you pull it in and try to go in as gently as you can, and not totally take the brunt force of a belly flop. These guys are insane. Seriously, some of the hardest landings you will like ever see. This guy, he went with the jort look, which I find hilarious. Like, if you're gonna do this, you might as well wear jorts. I don't know why it makes sense, but it just kind of does. Like, he's pulling the Pat McAfee right here, and I love every second of it, dude. What's his name? Raven Camfjord or something. I wrote it down. I don't know how to say it.
We should definitely stick with Raven, though.
Raven.
1,000%. Yeah.
Yeah. The Norwegians are just fucking nuts. This guy right here, for this jump, he scored a 47.5 out of 50. I'm assuming that's good. I have no idea, but, like, it sounds good, dude.
See, it's things like this, to me, that are the type of things that adults will bring up, or other people, entrepreneurs, whatever, will say, kids, follow your dreams. Because you can make up a sport. Just make one up and turn it into a legit competition. This is a real thing. Like, people actually compete in this. You're just flailing your body to, apparently, I guess the goal is to show the water who's boss. Okay? You are playing chicken with an element.
Yeah.
All right? Like, what? With a non-living thing. And you are just plummeting to it and trying to see who can get the closest before you flake or whatever is hilarious to me. This is the type of shit that when they say, kids, you can do anything you put your mind to, this is it. And they're talking to the kids who have parents that must have been doing drugs while they were pregnant with the kid, because only kids with disturbed minds would think this is what I want to do with my life and what I can go do. They're giving out prizes for this. There are like people who are winning these competitions and are like, yeah, I won the death dive. What the hell is going on? But to be fair, you know what? This might help the youth of tomorrow, because you are showing them you truly can do literally anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
No, yeah. This is for all the dreamers out there. Death diving is for all the dreamers out there. Not only that, dude, this event, I've seen that brand before. That is a sponsor, the Citroën, or however you say it. That's like an F1 sponsor. That's like a legitimate company that sponsors other real shit. Like,
this isn't sponsored by a mom and pop shop. Like, this is like a legit thing. And you know what? All of these that we've covered today are all events that I would love front row seats for.
Oh, 1,000%.
Just to watch what any of these are. I don't know how much going to see one of these competitions would be, but I think that you and I need to try and go to one of each of the events that we've covered here today.
Oh, 1,000%. Dude, could you even imagine just getting some content out of the death diving competition? Cheese rolling, dude.
Cheese rolling.
Well, we're going to do that on our own. Wife carrying. Wife carrying would be electric, dude. I do want to see where where in the US they have wife carrying. So if they have one anywhere near Pittsburgh, I'd be down to go. Like 1,000%.
That'd be hilarious.
Dude, I would love it. But that's how we're gonna wrap this week up. Benny, this was a good one. It's a fun one.
I had fun, man, dude. I mean, I always do.
Mm-hmm.
But I love, like, and I know that you were talking about us kind of stepping outside of our normal box, but I love that. I think that makes things even better. It's hilarious. I love what we do, and this is one of the reasons why I love what we do.
Yep.
So for all you people who think we just cover football and basketball or whatever, think again, because today I think we introduced you to some stuff you've never heard of before. So we are a diverse show, and I love it. I love doing this. I laughed a lot. I had a lot of fun covering what we covered, and trust me, bro, I'm going to be doing some research on how we can get to some of these events.
Absolutely. We do need to do a cheese roll, TFTB cheese roll.
Have to.
I need it. I need it somewhere in my life. We need to do it. Shenley, I think, is a perfect place to do it. So
I'm ready.
Dude, all right. Benny, as always, appreciate you hopping on. This has been The Vault, weekly show that takes a look back at some of the best and worst jerseys in sports. We did some off-the-wall sports this week. next week, I don't know what we're doing yet, but the following week, we should be back in person, back here, which I'm very much looking forward to. Once again, those are always the best. But guys, go subscribe, tell a friend, be a friend, go check out TikTok, Instagram, all that. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys next week.